So the first technique you're going to be practicing is layering. And this is when you mix two pencil crayon colors together by layering each color over top of each other multiple times. So you're going to be filling in this color wheel spectrum, which is the 12 colors of the basic color wheel. And the boxes that just say red, orange, yellow, etc., you're just going to use the one color to color that in. You don't need to layer there. However, the boxes that have these letters here indicates which two colors that you're going to be layering together to create a new color. So RO stands for red, orange. So you're going to be using a red pencil crayon and an orange pencil crayon and layering them together to create a red-orange color. So it doesn't really matter which pencil crayon you start with. I'll start with red, and I'm just going to be pressing lightly in this red-orange box here. You don't want to be pressing hard because you're going to layer these two colors together multiple times. If you press hard right from the beginning, there's going to be no space to layer the two colors together. So now I'm going in with my orange. And we have another light layer on top of that. Back with my red. So you're gonna do this multiple times. You're gonna do this 3 times with each color. That's what the instructions say. And as you can see, the more layers you add, the more the color is building up into a nice rich color. And that's your goal. So now I have one more layer for each color, and that'll be 6 layers total. And then the last layer. And that's how you layer 2 colors to create a new color. Take your time with this. Again, you want to be using each of the 2 pencil crayons 3 times each to give you 6 total layers. And there you have it. So this is what the finished color wheel spectrum looks like. You want to make sure that all of the colors that you layered, so the red, orange, orange, yellow, yellow, green, green, blue, blue, purple, and purple, red, they look like one brand new color, okay? You don't want to see the individual yellow and the individual green as 2 separate colors. It should be one bold new color. So the next technique that you're going to be practicing is shading. So this is applying varying hand pressure with your pencil crayons to create light or dark values. To make your darker values even darker, layer your color with black pencil crayon. Okay, so you're going to need to fill in this value scale here. You can choose any color you want. I've chosen red, and you're just going to use the red in the center for the pure hue. So you'll see that I've already colored that in. Okay. To create your lighter values, all you're going to do is vary the hand pressure, or the pressure that you're applying with the pencil crayon, and you're going to be drawing the value lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter by pressing lighter with your pencil crayon. So you want this box here to be a little bit lighter than your pure hue here. Okay, and then I want this next box to be even lighter. So I'm going to start pressing more lightly with my pencil crayon. And this box even lighter. And this box is so light that it almost looks white, but you still need to add color to that box. You might need to change the values of these and adjust them a little so that no 2 boxes look the same, okay? A good way to check your work is to make sure none of the boxes beside each other in this value scale look the same. So So you might have to make some adjustments. But there's a general idea of how to create your lighter values, okay? For your darker values, what you need to do is layer red and black together. Now this first box, it's gonna be mostly red and you're gonna layer a little bit of black in here, but not too much. So start with some red. I'm just going quickly through this so that you can see. Add a little bit of black. Again, not too much because you're going to add more black and more black and more black in these boxes. And then the rest of this you can just go over with red really hard. You just want a little bit of black in that first box. Okay, in the second box here, I'm going to add a little bit more black to make an even darker value. And you'll see that that's darker there because I added a little bit more black. Okay, and you're going to keep doing this. Your last box shouldn't be completely black, but it should be almost black. So there's a little bit of red in it, but it's mostly black. So this is the finished value scale. Again, a good way to check your work is to make sure that no two boxes look the same. If they do, you might need to darken or lighten one to show the difference between the two values. So the third technique I'm going to have you guys practice is called blending. And this is when you're merging two colors together by gradually building up layers of the two colors where they meet. So basically you're just going to choose two different colors. I'm choosing orange and red, and you want them to blend into each other. So it's going to be gradual merging of colors from orange to red. Okay, so I'm going to start with orange. So I'm pressing really, really lightly here because I'm going to end up layering these two colors together. I'm going to take my red and I'm overlapping a little bit with this light orange, but extending the color further as well. So in this center area here is where you're going to kind of be working towards blending the two colors together. On the outside here, it's just going to be pure red, so I can press a little bit harder. On the outside here, it's going to be pure orange, so I can press a little bit harder. But the center area here, where I'm blending the two colors together, I'm basically going to be applying the layering technique, just layering these two colors over and over again to build up that color intensity. So I'm just going hard on the outside here and then softer in the middle where the two colors are blending. I'm still pressing really lightly here. There you have it. That's pretty much it. Here you can see we have a pure orange, and then as it gets into the center, we started to introduce some red here. So the two colors are merging together. And then along the outside here, we get back to this pure red here. Okay, so just take your time with this center part. You really want to make sure you're layering the two colors together and going back and forth between the two colors enough times so that you get a really gradual gradation of orange and then slowly transitioning into red. And the final technique that I'm going to have you guys practicing is burnishing. So this is applying heavy pressure with a pencil crayon over top of a lightly colored in area, filling all the white spaces of the paper and giving a polished effect. So you'll see here, I've colored in an area of pencil crayon with blue, and I've pressed nice and lightly, okay? So step one, take any color you want and just color in an area nice and lightly. Step two, grab a white pencil crayon, okay? Burnishing is typically done with a white pencil crayon, and in small circular motions, I find that works best. I'm going to apply a lot of pressure to this white pencil crayon onto the paper here. And in small circular motions, it's going to blend this lightly colored in blue area. It's going to fill in all the white spaces of the paper. And the goal with burnishing is to just create a polished effect. So there you have it, okay? And you have space to try that a few times with a few different colors, just to see if it looks different using a different pencil crayon color. And that's it.